What's up everybody, this is Natural Soap Man with another video. And guys, I just want to tell you before we hop into this week's review that I got a new microphone. So that being said, I'm not currently using it right now, but it will be in the upcoming weeks. I just need some time to get used to it, get familiar with it, get the sound that I like, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a different setup compared to this one that I'm using currently. But I'm pretty excited about it. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I obviously want some feedback and I want to make sure that I sound good. Hopefully it sounds better than this one. Spent enough money on it. But pretty cool on that. But guys, with that being said, let's get into the video where we will be looking at the Stirling Soap Company's Mountain Man. So let's get right into the review. Lewis has been asking for me to review the soap for quite some time. So my brother, this is for you. And with that being said, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the box itself. This is the Stirling Soap Company's little box. It's pretty standard looking. This is nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. They definitely got their logo everywhere. They definitely want you to know that this is Stirling Soap Company's box. That's for dang sure. You better know that Stirling Soap Company. I like it. The box is real simple. The box is pretty standard. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. In fact, it kind of looks a little commercial. If anything, nothing about it really stands out. But yep, guys, that is it. That is what the box looks like. So let's go ahead and move on to a close-up on the soap itself. And wham, there we go. Here is the bar soap itself. Has a very natural look. Has that traditional yellowish, whitish color kind of thing going on that you see most natural soaps. So that's a good sign, right? That's a good sign. And here we have more of a rectangle cutout, not so much of a brick or a square. So that's a pretty good, feels good in the hand. I like how it feels, but overall a nice presentation. Soap looks good, has a nice feel, and looks good. And guys, that's what the soap looks like up close and personal. Let's go ahead and move on to the ingredients and let's check those bad boys out. All right guys, so let's go ahead and post those ingredients on the screen. First one that kind of stands out, one you really never ever see in soaps anymore, which is incredibly fascinating. We have a beef tallow. For those that are unaware or don't know exactly what that is, tallow is just animal fat. That's just rendered beef fat in this case. And if you're wondering, is that good for your skin or whatnot? It actually is. It actually is rich in a lot of vitamins and minerals and things like that. It has a lot of fatty acids, like omega-7s, that are actually really good. Actually, that's like one of your basic building blocks of your skin itself. It has stearic acid, which helps repair your skin. It has palmitic acid, which helps with the function of the barrier of your skin. So yeah, actually it is good for your skin. Actually has a lot of health benefits. I don't really know why we don't see it more often. That's kind of more of like the more traditional way, if I'm not mistaken. Because now you see a lot of companies trying to go more that plant-based vegan approach to a lot of their soaps. But the reason why is I don't really have an answer for it. I don't know exactly why maybe it's just the way people think of things now. And guys, that brings us to our first red flag. We have an artificial fragrance. And as some of you may be aware, or if you're not aware, artificial fragrances are terrible for your skin. It's one of the main reasons why you try to get away from commercial soaps and switch to natural soaps, or all natural soaps, is to get away from the natural artificial fragrances. You know, according to the FDA, they're actually like top 5 allergens, meaning they cause allergies, things like that, skin irritation, dryness. They can cause a lot of complications, especially for people with more sensitive skin. Not to everybody, but some, and it's only a possibility, right? Now, according to their website, they do say that some other soaps have this synthetic oil. I don't know exactly what that means. They don't specify, and they don't tell you on the box either. So I just have to assume that the soaps I review from these guys are all synthetic. So their website also claims that their synthetic oil is safe, that they went out of their way to ensure that their synthetic fragrance oil is safe for everyone to use and is vegan friendly. Which I kind of thought was funny because your first ingredient is tallow. Was like, it's kind of relevant at this point, but good to know, thank you, I guess. They did say it was safe for everybody, and that could be possible. Maybe so, I'm not sure. Just because it's synthetic doesn't mean it's terrible for you or things like that. But that is something we do have to keep an eye on. It is something you have to be aware of. You know what I mean? Especially for people with sensitive skin who are sensitive to those type of things. I think you just have to be aware and understand that this is not necessarily an all natural soap. They have a lot of natural ingredients. It's just not what we consider an all natural bar soap. So, but guys, with that being said, we'll talk about it a little bit later in the video. Let's go move on to the sniff test so we can talk about how the bar soap actually smells. So, okay guys, let's get into the sniff test. First and foremost, guys, the Mountain Man definitely has a cologne type of smell. I had to go look it up. The second I smelled it, I won't lie to anybody, I knew it was artificial. I knew it wasn't real. Typically, soaps that have that kind of cologne, heavy cologne smell, I know. I knew that wasn't natural. And if it was, I'm like, holy goodness, how did you do that? Because I will say this, before I go any further, it smells amazing. It really does. I was like, man, if you pulled this off, right? That was very impressive, because it smells really nice. I really do like that way it smells, but at that point I knew, so I went and looked it up. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I picked up from it, and then I'm gonna tell you what they picked up on it. First and foremost, when I smelled it, you get like a little orange in there. You get like a little sandalwood, you get some musk. Definitely get some musk, get some sandalwood, some orange. And at that point I was like, all right. At that point I was like, I don't know what else it smells like. It's got like it's definitely like an Outback kind of cologne smell kind of thing. Sure enough, when I look it up, they apparently like their smell is like inspired by like bergamot, orange, black curry, green tea, some subtle smells there, right? Sandalwood and musk, and I was like, oh, there we go. They got some other ones too, but whatever. And they said that their smell was inspired by the Silver Creek Mountain Cologne. So perfect, there you go. There's your reference. That if you know what that smells like, there you go. They telling you that's inspired. Though this is a synthetic fragrance, I will give them kudos for being honest about it. You know, they don't try to hide it. At least they tell you that, hey, this is an artificial fragrance. This is who inspired us. So cool. So, but I will say that it smells amazing. It does smell really good. Boy, it smells good. It's just, you know, it's not natural. So, but just keep that in mind, but it does smell good. So, but with that being said though, guys, there's your reference point. Hopefully that gives you a good idea what it smells like. Let's move on to the lather test, where we'll see how this bad boy lathers. Good. Now that we saw the lather test, as you saw, it has a very impressive lather, very good lather. And it's also important to note that that is a natural lather. They don't have any foaming agents or anything like that. That is from the coconut oil and the olive oil and things like that, giving you that rich, creamy oil. So that's important to know. It's just the oil, the fragrance. Everything else is all natural. It's just the fragrance that we have to worry about, right? Everything else we're good to go. So the lather you saw was a natural lather. Box. Don't like the box, sorry. I think it's very bland, commercial looking, dull, boring. I do like that they got their logo everywhere, right? And they're like, hey, we're starting a soap company, baby. That's cool, but it's just boring to me, whatever. The soap itself looks nice, has like a natural look. There we go. Which I'm not surprised, all the ingredients are natural, all the oils and things like that, to give it that natural look. No colorants are added, so the smell, Silver Creek Mountain Cologne, whatever that smells like, there you go. But it has that, it smells amazing. This soap smells really, really good. We just have it's just synthetic and it's just not natural. That is a big red flag. We know that artificial fragrances are not good. And as I said before, that's one of the main reasons why we don't use commercial soaps, is those artificial fragrances. Despite the fact that they do claim that it's safe for generally everybody, right? I would not recommend this to anyone with sensitive skin. I think if you have sensitive skin, I think you pass. I think you just move on, right? I don't even think you give it I'm saying especially for my people with sensitive skin, just move on. There's so many other great options. Just move on, you know, just whatever. But if you don't have sensitive skin, even then I still encourage you maybe to kind of step back and think about it a little bit, maybe. I do have two other soaps I do have for you guys. I will do my due diligence and review those soaps as well. So I will be using these soaps the next couple weeks. So I'm gonna have a really good idea about what they're like in the next couple weeks, right? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have a pretty good sample size, you know? But I gotta admit though, I didn't have any issues using this one. There was no dryness, no irritation, no redness, nothing out of the ordinary for sure. I didn't grow a third arm or anything crazy like that. So I can't say anything bad happened, right? But that's just my skin. You know what I'm saying? It's also important to point out, you know, you may experience something different here than me, right? That's why I bring that up. That's why I'm saying you just have to be cautious and be mindful. Maybe try one if you want. These bar soaps do come at 5.5 ounces and they're only $4.75. And a big reason why they can be $4.75 is because, as the company says, they use a synthetic oil in order to maintain affordability. But hey, I know some of you are not gonna care about that. That's fine, that's your money, you do what you want to do. I'm just here to bring it to your attention, make it aware, because a lot of you were asking about Stirling Soap Company because my boy Lewis is driving it home. But I just gotta make sure everybody's aware of that and just keep in mind. Now, if it works for you and you got no problems with it, go for it. They smell amazing. So far, I love the way they smell. I can't deny that. They do smell nice. Typically, I'm not a big fan of cologne. Well, no, I'm always never a fan of cologne smelling soaps. I don't think that's what a soap should be for. In fact, if this soap was any strong, because they're pretty strong. I know I've read some people saying that they're kind of weak. Not my soaps. My soap's strong, boy. That was strong, boy. Any strong, I would have said hell no. Straight up, I do not like soaps like that. I much prefer my soaps on the subtle side. I like them, or somewhere, you know, in that fine balance where I do like smelling them, you know. I don't like them that strong, because if they were any stronger, I'd be like, nah, that's a pass for me though. With that being said though, guys, performance-wise, like I said, I didn't have any issues. Then, you know, my skin felt pretty much on par. I've used better. I've had better soaps. They're okay. They're not outstanding or great. I wouldn't say I was blown away or anything like that. I just think they're on par with a lot of other natural soaps I do use. Because I mean, for the most part, with the exception of fragrance, they have really nice all natural ingredients. So here's the recommendation. I think if you're on a budget and you want some good value and you don't really mind a synthetic fragrance, go for it, right? Go for it. $4.75, 5.5, I get it. Just understand that, right? It's not 100% all natural soap. Now, if you got sensitive skin, you know, you're prone to things like that, I would say, Pat, don't even take the chance. Like I said, I review so many different soaps. I could tell you which ones to get, you know. There's so many other options out there. And for those who are just intrigued to give it a shot, go ahead. You know, they're not expensive, obviously. Go get you a couple bars and check them out. You know, check them out, go for it, you know. But just hear my caution, right? That it is, they do use a fragrance oil that could be irritable and can cause allergies, can be harmful to your skin, and is one of the main reasons why we switch and go to an all natural soap, to get away from that kind of stuff. So proceed at your own discretion. That's all I will say. Proceed. You know, it's your money. You do what you want to do with it. So that's how my recommendation goes at the end of the day, guys. So hopefully it helps. Like I said, we got 2 more of these bad boys to go. We'll check them out. We'll do my due diligence. I know a lot of people are asking, so that's why we'll proceed. And I'll probably get a better feeling for everything over the next couple weeks. Also look out for the new microphone I will be using. I'll let you know. And I want you guys to tell me how I sound then versus now, right? So do that. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time and recognition and things like that. I'll see you next week with the next review. I'm probably gonna be looking at the so-called short-dressed man, right? We'll see what that is all about. So look forward to that. Till then, guys, you take care. This is Natural Soap Man, signing out.